everybody. Good morning. Coffee cheers. Don't let your thoughts fuck you over. That's the message from the mug. The message from me, though, well, not really me, whatever the fuck it is that talks to me, or whatever I tune into, I don't think it's not like I'm talking to Jesus. I just feel like I pick up on shit that people need to know. So that's what I'm doing. And the thing is to breathe. So don't be fucking dramatic about it. Don't feel like you've got to be all fucking calm and breathe until you stop breathing and then breathe out and whatever. Just remember to fucking breathe. You're going to need that shit. It's busy. There's a lot going on. There's not just things to do. There's emotions to deal with. There's bloody people you're missing. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Just breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's really fucking important. We love you being on the planet and you need to breathe. So don't forget. Please remember that. It's one of those things too that you can just, you don't notice that you're not doing it until suddenly you go, you know, or you start yawning a lot or whatever. So use that as your trigger to remind yourself to breathe. But another thing that popped in as a bit of a prompt was, instead of going, right, at every morning I'm going to do this, or at lunchtime I'm going to do that, or whatever, make it when I get in my car, I'm going to take a deep breath. Or if you're going to be in and out of your car a lot, or when I move from this spot to this spot, I take a big breath. And if you do it only 50% of the time, it's still a win. So, you know, you're not going to remember all the time because you're implementing something new in a really busy part of the year, but you can, even if you nail it half the time, it's going to be helpful. So breathe, breathe, fucking breathe. That's a good idea. Yay! Everyone should do it. I quite like it. I quite like the whole breathing thing. It's good. It's handy. Excellent. Oh, yay. And how exciting. I love when my cards get picked. Yay. Honest cards. Fuck off guilt. Yes. Fuck off guilt. Fuck off guilt. Oh my God. That should be up bloody written in the sky at the moment, because how many people are trying to overachieve the shit out of everything, particularly with deadlines. We feel, oh, I'm going to make the deadline, whatever the deadline is, whatever. You've probably made it up. Like, you do need to look at that. If you're really panicking about a deadline, have a look at how serious it is. Is it super serious? Is it your deadline? Is it someone else and someone else? This is the thing, right? You get a deadline in your head and you rush around, you do the thing, and someone gets it and goes, oh, good, thanks, and then sits on it for 2 weeks. And you go, fuck, I had 2 weeks up my sleeve, didn't know. Anyway, so, yeah, be more, make sure your communication's kind of working as much as it can. Fuck off guilt. Guilt is such a C word of an emotion. The irony is that the people who feel it the most probably aren't deserving of it one iota. Let the assholes that have actually done bad shit deal with it. You did your best with what you had. That'll do. Yep, that'll do. Absolutely. So remember that. Remember your awesomeness. Remember your brilliance. Do smile at people today. Do take a breath. Do be patient with whoever the fuck you're dealing with, because everybody's shitty. Everybody's cranky. Everyone's dealing with the stress. Give yourself a bit of love. Give yourself loads of love. Have a coffee if you're into coffee. Have a tea. Have a fucking kombucha, whatever. I don't care. Just be nice to you. Give yourself what you need. Breathe, 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 breathe. Even now while I'm chatting and waffling on, just take one big breath in, one big breath out, and then see where your breath settles, so that you probably, if you're watching, particularly if you're watching this later, if you wake up in the morning, you're probably not so bad. But if you're watching this later, you know, you suddenly go, oh, fuck yeah, I wasn't really breathing very deep. I'm only using like half or a quarter of the capacity of my lungs. Fuck that. You don't want to use all of it all the time, but you do need a reset every now and again. Don't forget. So exciting. I love single figures to Christmas. That just ramps up the anticipation. The adrenaline is pumping because I haven't done fucking anything, and so it's all going to turn to shit, potentially, but I might get stuff done. I only do stuff with a deadline. Meh, that's how I roll. Anyway, have a gorgeous Friday. Give yourself loads of fucking love because you deserve it. Big kisses to you. See ya.